Consider the quadratic function ax square plus bx plus a having two irrational roots. So the point that we need to understand over here is it is irrational roots. What are irrational roots? Where a part of this is an irrational number. So the value of discriminant must be greater than 0 and must not be a perfect square is what we need to understand. Both values of a and b are two positive integers. That means you need to understand that it cannot be 0 or less than 0. It has to be positive and integers that we are looking at. So we'll be starting from 1 and onwards, such that a and b is less than or equals to 9. So a and b can go maximum up to the value as 9. If all such pair of values of a and b are equally likely, then what is the probability that a plus b is greater than 9 is what the question is talking about. Now, let's first look at the discriminant for this quadratic function. What will be the discriminant? B square minus of 4 times of coefficient of x square, which is a in this case, and the constant term is also a. So the discriminant value will turn out to be b square minus of 4a square. That will be the value of the discriminant. Now what we need to understand is that a and b can take all the values from 1 to 9. We will have to look at each pair of values for a and b and see for how many pair of values b square minus 4a square does not turn out to be a perfect square, right? And of course it should be a positive number. So let's choose a value of a and see how many values of b can we look at fulfilling the conditions that we have just spoken about. So let's say I take the value of a as 1, then what happens? It will turn out to be b square minus of 4. If it is b square minus 4, then what should be the value of b? The value of b cannot be equals to 2 because then b square minus 4 will turn out to be 0. And that is a perfect square. So we will start with 3. 3 square, 9 minus 4, which is 5, not a perfect square. 4 square, 16 minus 4, again not a perfect square. In fact, any perfect square henceforth minus 4 will not give you another perfect square, right? So I can take all the values up to 9 without even calculating any of these numbers, right? So how many pair of values for a and b? There are 7 pair of values that we are looking at over here. Take the value of a as 2. If you take the value of a as 2, then what happens? It will turn out to be 2 square, which is 4. 4 into 4 is 16. So b square minus 16 is what you are looking at. So what should be the values of b? The value of b cannot be 4. Why? Because 4 square 16 minus 16 will give you 0, perfect square. 5 square 25 minus of 16 will give you 9, which is again a perfect square. So you will have to be careful. 6 and onwards, all values are possible for the number b, because 6 and onwards, if you subtract 16 from any perfect square, you will not get another perfect square. So it will become 6, 7, 8 and 9. So 4 pair of values over here. If you take the value of a as 3, then what happens? It will turn out to be 3 square 9 into 4, which is 36, and b square minus 36 is what you are looking at. Of course, you are not going to take the value of b as 6. Why? Because 36 minus 36 will give you 0. So you will start with the number 7. 7 square 49. 49 minus 36 will give you 13. 8 square, which is 64, minus 36 is again 28, not a perfect square. And 9 square 81 minus 36 again is not a perfect square. So how many pair of values that we are looking at? We are looking at 3 pair of values. Take the value of a as 4. If you take the value of a as 4, 4 square is 16 into 4 is 64. So b square minus 64. Of course, b cannot be equals to 8. So the only possible value for b is 9, and hence there is only one pair of value. Now if you take the value of a as 5, now see what really happens. 5 square 25. 25 into 4 is 100. b square minus 100 must be a positive number, and that's not possible, right? For the values, of course, between a and b between 1 to 9, this is not possible, right? So how many pair of values that we are looking at? 7 and 4, 11, and 3 is 14, and 1, 15 pair of values that we are looking at. Now a plus b must be greater than 9. So let's see, out of these 15 pair of values, how many pair of values are there where the sum of a and b is greater than 9. So we are looking at 10 and upwards. So if you are looking at 1 and 9 over here, it will give you 10. 1 and 8 will give you 9. So there is only one pair of value possible over here. 2 would require 7 to become 9. So we need more than 9. So 8 and 9. So 2 pair of values over here. 3, all 3 values will be giving me the sum greater than 9, and hence acceptable. 4 and 9 is of course greater than 9. So that gives me the number of favorable cases over here. 3 and 3, 6, and 1, 7. So 7 by 15 turns out to be the probability of picking any pair out of these 15 pairs, and the sum of A and B becomes greater than 9. So option C, 7 by 15 becomes the correct answer to this question.